Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Turkey. Nice of you to join me, and today you are joining me in my downstairs bathroom. I've got something to show you, and it's this. A short while ago we had a small leak from upstairs bathroom, and it found its way down here. And so it's just a case of cutting a bit of plasterboard, fitting it in place, cleaning it up and painting it. But I thought at the same time it might be an idea, to do a little bit of a lighting effect around the edge of the ceiling using some LEDs and bits and pieces. So today that's the plan. So today I'm going to sort out the plasterboard, get that fitted in place, and then start on with the LED lighting. Okay folks, so the hole in the ceiling's now been fixed. Just popped a bit of plasterboard in there, just needs a little bit more tidying up. What I've done on the ceiling now, I've taken away the architrave that was there, and you can see these holes, these fixings here, just there and just here. So I've marked this line, and I've cut some pieces of wood and drilled through and put these plasterboard fixings in. Okay, so now we've got these are the pieces of wood that I've cut. These are the bits that are going to be attached to the ceiling. So they go that way up, okay, against the ceiling. And that chamfer is going to hold the LEDs in place. Now, as you know, the LEDs, they come on a reel, pretty typical like this. And on the back of the LEDs, there's a double-sided tape. The double-sided tape is actually quite good if you're going to stick it to glass, or if you're going to stick it to a very flat, clean surface. I don't think there's going to be an issue with that. Because I'm sticking it to wood, on this chamfer here. There's a good chance that over time the double-sided tape is going to fail, and the LEDs will start dropping off and hanging down, so we don't want to do any of that. So what I've done, when I prepared earlier, is I've got this normal foam back double-sided tape, and I've just stuck that on the chamfer, okay, and then the double-sided tape on the back of the LEDs can stick to this. All right, and it's actually quite strong then. Moving on to the LEDs themselves. Okay, we've got this. This is one of the rails. So what I've done here is I've taken the double-sided tape off, the backing off, the yellow backing off the back of the LED, and I've stuck these in place. Now, a section of these are going to be orange, okay, and the other section are going to be blue. So what you can do is, as you know, on LEDs you get this little line here where you can cut, a little pair of scissors, look, where you can cut the LED strip and then you can solder it together. Whether you use a bit of wire or what I've done here, you can see where the cut is. I've cut it. So these are the orange and these are the blue. I've just pushed them together and I've joined them together with solder. Okay. The hot glue you can see there, that's just a belt and braces really, just a few blobs here and there, just to glue the edge of the LED strip to the wood, in case it, like I said, anything starts to fail and it wants to drop down, the hot glue will keep it in order. Okay, so wiring up the LEDs, let's pop that one over there a minute, let's take a quick look at this one. Wiring up the LEDs, you're going to notice I've got this white cable running across the length of the piece of wood. Now the reason being is that you can connect the LEDs, obviously you can connect the LEDs on the track at the end, okay, for the power supply. And because I'm going around the room, you could, if you like, fix this up into place, alright, fix this up into place and then just put the next set of LEDs next to it and come off here to the next lot of LEDs. The only issue with that is when you do a run over 1 meter, there is a slight voltage drop in the LEDs, and in order to avoid that, I've made up, if you like, this, if for better term, almost like a ring circuit. So we've got this cable here. Okay, this is where the power comes in, and then the power comes in. It's connected here. It goes to the LED strip, which lights up the whole strip, all the blue and the orange LEDs. and then the wire on the top here continues. I've used staples actually to hold it. They're not tight, but it's enough just to hold the cable. It's a bit easier than cable clips. This one goes to the end, okay, and we've got the fly leads here, and these go to the next strip of LEDs, and then the same thing. So what you've got is you've got this like ring main, if you like, going all the way around the room, and at certain points you have a takeoff to light up the section of LEDs in place. Again, it's a bit of a belt and braces method, and yeah, you could. It's about 6 meters the run to go around the room. Yeah, of course. Okay, you could probably get away with joining one to the other, but just to be sure, you know, it's better to do this ring main system, if you like, just so each set of LEDs gets a nice fresh dose of power. for a better way of explaining it. Okay, so now we're just going to take this piece of tape off, fit some more LEDs, and then we're going to fix all these pieces of wood to the ceiling. After all the LEDs have been fitted, we can fix the batten to the ceiling. So what I've done is I've tightened them up part way and put some, well, they're called montage sealer. It's a bit like silicone, I suppose, but more of acrylic based silicone between the wood, and then tighten the screws up a bit. So with a bit of luck, the wood should be, as well as screwed, it should be stuck to the ceiling. And then of course we've got the we've got these cables here. So you can see the 2 cables there. These are from that strip of LEDs on that one, and this cable goes along here through the ceiling and out here. So here we've got the original, this is connected to the LEDs, and here we've got the cables for the light. Okay, so now I've put the pieces of wood in place. You can see here, it's only lightweight stuff. It's 10 centimeters by a centimeter, so it's not really heavy. This has been screwed and glued to the batten that was there. This black section here, it's like a piece of black angle PVC. The idea of that is so you can't see the LEDs when you look up. I suppose in thinking about it, I could have actually found a section of plastic or aluminium that shape already. But you know, we don't like to make things too easy for ourselves, do we? So that's in place. The centre piece is in place as well, just a simple box screwed and glued to the ceiling. That's holding you can see the LED driver is in place. There's going to be a cover that goes on there, of course, that fits on the bottom of there, and there'll be one centre down light, and then there'll be LEDs around the edge shooting upwards. So we'll get on with that bit. Okay, so this is the next stage of the operation. This is the finishing plate, if you like, that goes over the centrepiece in the bathroom. That box, I showed that box configuration earlier on. So what I've got here is I've put a row of LEDs around the edge of the box, as you can see. These are orange ones, okay, and then I had some blue ones left over, so I thought I'd just put a small run of blue on each corner. A bit of, yeah, don't look too close at the soldering. I mean, yeah, all you have to do is just make sure that you've got, of course, that you've got, you know, all the positives together and all the negatives together. Okay, that's the main thing. So we've got these, as I say, these are orange, these are blue, and that's it. And it goes all the way around, and the takeoff point is just here. Okay, I've got these little staples to hold it in place. This is a, yeah, this is the downlighter from the old bathroom light, but it's fine. It's an LED bulb in there, it's not a halogen, so it doesn't get hot at all. So I've just stuck that in place with hot glue. It doesn't look the prettiest of things, but it's functional, so that'll be fine. It won't ever get hot enough to cause any problems in there. The bits of string, if you're wondering, in the box itself up on the ceiling, I've got the same thing again. I've got 2 screws in there. It's so when you unscrew the box from the ceiling, it's not going to hang on the wires. Okay, it'll hang on these two bits of string, and then you can unhook the wires or attend to the LED driver. Okay, so yeah, again, it doesn't. There's no heat up there. You know, there's nothing generating any heat, so I'm not worried about fire or anything like that. Okay, so that's the center section up in place. Sorry about the flickering on the lights. It's having the trouble detecting light. Yeah, so the centre bit, you can see it's just that piece of wood. I kept it wood. Don't know really. Yeah, don't know what my idea is. I suppose I wanted it to sort of match the doors, maybe. You know, carry on the theme to the doors. But anyway, I've got a coat of paint on the wood anyway, or around the border. So let's fire it up and you can have a look. Here we go. So straight away you can see on the roof how the orange LEDs, and you've got those little blue accents on the corners. The camera's picking it up in a strange way because while I'm looking at it now, it's mainly orange with a little bit of blue. But on what you're seeing, it's you know, the blue's quite strong, but it isn't. In reality, it isn't. The same on the walls here. Yeah, it's a little bit more orange than what you can see on the camera. But in general, yeah, the whole process, you know, it looks okay. I've got a few hot spots, but it's turned out okay. Yeah, it looks okay. I mean, for a downstairs toilet, it's absolutely fine. I mean, like I say, it's not a vodka bar, is it? You know, we're not going to have a party in here. So, yeah, no, it's got a little bit of finishing off to do. Okay, right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.